The door is closed. It's your boy King Leo here with another video, and this time we're going to be talking the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this is the second episode where the ladies are in Tokyo on a cash trip. And you already know, a cash trip for these ladies can mean no good. Being in close proximity with each other for so long, they can't just leave and walk out and go home. They got to deal with each other for longer. So this makes the best moments for these kind of shows. So last episode we ended with a little conversation between Tanya and Nene, and we kind of talked about that right there. Is Nene jealous of Tanya? Is there just some tension about Tanya calling her sunglasses as a low from her store? Or was it just a big misunderstanding? So they got their fortunes read last episode, and the fortune said that Tanya was going to get married, and Nene basically said basically she'll get married to the man she's with now, and if it's him, it'll be somebody. So Tanya didn't like that. She was like, why are you gonna wish me get married to somebody else? And Nene's just basically going off like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. She's like, I don't care who you get married to. I don't care about none of it and all that stuff. And I think that's the wrong approach, because Tanya's a nice, sweet girl, and don't come at, why are you coming at her like that? If she's coming at you about a way she's feeling, I understand if you said you meant what you said, but you don't have to be so confrontational. So Tanya is just like crying and everything, and Nene just can't take the crying. Eventually they kind of just dead the issue. She's like, I'm just saying, I don't care about the situation. I wasn't joking about marriage. I wasn't saying I don't want you to marry him. She was like, I don't care who you marry and all kind of stuff. Eventually Nene leaves. She's just done with the whole situation, and she's kind of emotional. She's like, these ladies think I'm so strong, but I'm dealing a lot with my husband, with Greg, and his cancer, so I just need to get away from these ladies. Tanya's there, and basically all the women are kind of on Nene's side, sort of. They're like, Tanya just needs to let it go. Nene's dealing with a lot, and there's no need for you to be bringing this up right now, for you to be crying. They're like, Tanya needs to be strong. I feel like Tanya is pretty strong. She's not afraid to go to Nene, tell her how she feels, and this Nene doesn't want to hear it, but she's going to voice her opinion, and she's not afraid in that sense. But the thing is, the tears. You can't do the tears. You know, that's not going to work in this show right here. You got to stand your ground. You got to mean what you say, and you got to keep saying it. You can't be taking a crying approach. Like, we don't need another Candy on the show. She's already given us the crying and tears for years. So, after this, the ladies leave. They go back to the hotel. They want to check on Nene. She's in her room, and she basically doesn't want to talk to anybody. She's like, I need some time. But before that even happened, there was a big confrontation on the bus between Marlo and Eva. And now this was the wrong time for Marlo to come for Eva. She's been coming for her all season, mainly about fashion, like she's been coming for Shamari. It's like, why is everything always about fashion? Do you have anything else to talk about, Marlo? You have to always come for everybody's fashion. That's because the only thing you really have going on that you know you can one-up people on. So they're talking about going out tonight to the red light district. She's like, dress your best, and Shamari said something about wearing sneaker wedges, and Eva's like, no, do not wear no sneaker wedges, and Marlo has to interject, basically saying to Marlo, Eva, how are you telling somebody not to wear sneaker wedges with your style? And this turned into an argument that was ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. While they on the bus with the tour guide right there, they were screaming, they were throwing shade, they were throwing daggers, they were standing up. Eva about to use her long ass braids as a weapon to choke Marlo. It was just a mess. And Marlo, I think Marlo didn't want to back down, but she kept it going. But I think she really wanted to end it, because she know that Eva was destroying her in this whole confrontation. Like, don't come for Eva, because you done pushed her buttons, and now she's already going through something where her grandfather is about to die, and you're like just pushing her last button, and she's not having it right now. And the girls on the bus were just loving it, especially Candy. Candy loves a good old reading session, and Portia, they all like, this lady, the tour guide, is like mortified. They was like, she's right now on her phone trying to figure out a way to get an Uber to get off this bus. They're like, she don't want to, she's going to quit right now. And if it was me, I don't know about her, but I would have been entertaining. I would have been loving it. It probably would have been a little stressful too, because you don't know what's about to pop off. So we get to the next later in the day, and they're going to the red light district. So So now it's time for the ladies to go out. They've had time to cool down a little bit. So Cynthia and Marla go to Nene room. She's getting her hair done. Cynthia's looking great. She's in Tokyo. She's serving us some different looks. She has like this blue tinted wig on. She has like this leather outfit. Cynthia's really bringing it on this trip. And Marla, you know, she's there looking like something that's designer off the runway. She has to update Nene about the whole confrontation. She's like, oh, I've been in runway. I've been wearing fashions. You are borrowing this and you are this and that. And it's like, Marlo, you're so one note, come up with something else and all that kind of stuff. And Nene is feeling better. She's telling them that the day didn't start off too good with her and Greg, so that's why she had to just get out of the situation earlier. So they're getting ready. They get on the bus and they're ready to hit the town for the red light district. And Portia calls them and tells them she's not feeling good, you know, she's pregnant. And basically Nene was like, girl, you just got pregnant. She was like, there's women that are pregnant holding another baby at a bus stop and they're able to get through it. She was like, child please. But it was funny. So they all go out, they're hitting the streets, and Candy's like, this is not the red light district I was expecting. She was expecting like Amsterdam or something. She was expecting sexy ladies and all kind of stuff. It just looked like a regular old city like New York or whatever. So they end up going to a karaoke bar, and it's cool. It looks like a little rinky-dink place, but you know, they were the only ones. They had their own little section, and they began singing songs. But the thing about it is, you know, they don't really have the license for these songs, so we didn't really get to hear what they were singing. So you just heard a whole bunch of background and background noise, and with them with mics, and they were singing something, but you couldn't really tell. But then they did sing an Escape song, and I guess because Candy's on the show, they were able to clear that song. So they're singing Candy Understanding. Nene throws shade at Candy, talking about, I love that song. I've always loved that song. It's so hard for me to believe that Candy's even on that song. And I'm thinking, why is she thinking that? Because she loves the song so much that somebody she knows is hard to believe Candy's on it. And then they come back to her, she's like, it's hard to believe because I don't hear her on it. And I'm like, Nene, you always have to throw some shade. But that was some good fun shade right there. That was a nasty, mean shade. And the thing is, Candy is clearly on that song. She has a solo on that song and everything. And she showed them her voice on that song when they were all singing karaoke. So the next scene was really emotional. We had Eva, and she got some news about her grandfather, like she did last episode. And they were telling her basically he's not going to make it, and they're going to take him off the breathing tube. And basically, just a moment, it's a matter of time after that, after he passes away. So she's really emotional. She's really considering leaving right now. She called all the ladies, and all the ladies come to her room and come to comfort her. The first ones to arrive are Marlo and Tanya. And Marlo, Tanya, let's just talk about this real quick. They look fabulous. I thought Marlo had her outfit on, but apparently not. She had her hair done. She was looking like a geisha. Tanya looked really nice in her fashion. But the moment was about Eva. But she even acknowledged that they look really nice too. And it was good to see her and Marlo have that moment together after going at it on the bus, just like cats and dogs. They were just going at it, but she was able to be there for Eva her time of need. So one by one, the ladies come in. We get Cynthia, we get Shamari, we get Portia, Nene. Eventually Candy's last, like she always is, because she's always late. And basically, she's like, it's like 7 p.m. over there now. They're going to take him off the tube at 11. Basically, she's not going to be able to make it there anyway because she wanted to be there while he was still alive. So she's like, you know, I might just stay. It's just hard to be here and turn up to have a good time when I know this is going on at home. And they're like, you know, they start talking about him. She's showing some pictures. They're like, just stay. Let's have a good time. Let's celebrate his life. And she decides to stay. And I think this is good. It's going to bring all the ladies close together. And it was good to see this moment of sisterhood with them because they're always bickering and arguing. So they showed that, you know, when it comes down to it, they could be there for each other. So next thing we know, the ladies are all ready to come down to the bus. I don't know, they had to be there like 11 o'clock or 11:15. First one to arrive is Cynthia, I think, and Poppy Marlo or Tanya, and they're ladies like, you're on time, the tour guide, and they all come in like one by one, a few minutes apart, and everyone's looking fabulous. I would say Shamari, I don't like to get on Shamari too much because, you know, it's not always about fashion, but hanging with these ladies, you can just tell how she's so out of place. But, you know, everyone's not fashionable. Everybody doesn't care about labels and all that stuff. So, because Shamari's just about being comfortable. She's a new mother, and she ain't got no time for that. So, they all waiting on Nene. They call Nene. She's like, I'm on my way down. And they keep showing clips of the tour guide. And she just looking like, so, okay, I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. It's like, and she's just looking like, okay, we got to get this thing going. And finally, she just walks into the bus, and they're like, okay, we have to leave. And the other ladies are like, no, Nini's not here. We can't just leave, and all kind of stuff. And she's not having it. She's not playing. The bus starts moving. Next thing you know, Nini's coming out the lobby, looking like she could like care less. She looks like she's angry already. And then she knows the bus is gone. They're calling her, and they're like, the bus left, and we could get a coffee. We could save a seat. And she's just like, at this point, Nene has her defenses up. She's like, I could care less. I'm not running a relay race. I don't even want to go. Y'all can do your thing. Y'all have fun. Y'all have a good time. And all kind of stuff. And you took this tell Nene is hurt. And she's dealing with so much right now. She's trying to act like it's not bothering her, but you could tell all over the things she's saying in her voice that she really is bothered. And she's mad that they left her. After they leave Nene, they arrive at this traditional geisha musical, even though I didn't hear anything. More, I guess it was a silent musical, I guess. So they get there, they have to take their shoes off. They're loud. The lady is trying to tell them in the nicest way, you have to be quiet. So that's hard for these group of ladies, but they're quiet. They walk in, they sit down, take their shoes off, and they see the performance, and they're really enjoying taking in the culture. After the whole performance, they have some games. Candy's very competitive, so she likes to play the game. She wins her game. A few others win their game. Eva loses her game, so she gets to take a shot of sake. I'm like, that's a win right there anyway. And she's stressed anyway, so she wants some sake. So after this, they're deciding it's time to go eat. And they call Nene. Nene's in her hotel room. She done took off her outfit. She's just lounging around. She calls Greg. He's not answering the phone. A producer walks in. She's like, get out of my room. I'm like, damn, Nene. She is like mad. She's not having it this trip. He looks mad scared. He's like standing in the doorway. He's like, this is my job. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't want to get yelled at again. He ends up just leaving and closing the door. She's calling Greg. He's not answering. She's talking about blocking him again like she was last episode. I'm like, why are you going to block him? You say you're a communicator and you want to talk, and he's not answering your phone call, so your way to solve this is to block him. I don't understand it. But then they call Nene. They're like, we're about to go eat. We're going to go to one of the best vegan, vegetarian spots. And Nene just has to say something because she's in a bad mood. Well, I'm a pescatarian. Like, girl, okay, you're a pescatarian. That means you can eat vegan dishes and vegetarian. That's not against being a pescatarian. And they're like, well, we're going to get some seafood after. Well, I'll throw on something and come. So she says she's going to come. They arrive at the restaurant. They once again have to take off their shoes. And some of them are like over there. It's like, damn, we have to take our shoes everywhere we go. Candy is not feeling the menu. She's not liking none of the food there. She's like, I better be snatched by the time I get home because I'm clearly not eating anything over here. I'm kind of picky when it comes to certain food too, but I'll try it. And sometimes you're pleasantly surprised about stuff. But it's all about how something looks, something smells. It's like, I'm going to be tasting it reluctantly. But I'll taste it. But Candy is not having it. She's like, I don't want no parts of this. She probably going to go get some McDonald's afterwards. Because they have McDonald's there. They had McDonald's earlier in the episode, and she was so excited for that. So we finally see Nene, and she's arriving into the restaurant and waving her fan, just looking like, child, please, let me go film this little scene because I am so over this. Nene walks into the restaurant. Basically, their lunch is almost done anyway. It was good to see her meet up with the ladies finally and try to, incorporate herself into this day on the trip. So, basically, after a few minutes of being there, she's talking about Greg and the situation with Portia and how it's frustrating her. Then it's time to leave. After they're about to leave out, Marlo she had issues with her wig last episode. Issues with this wig, that it was too big and it was hitting stuff. Wig almost flew off her head. And she looked nice, but the wig just wasn't good for small spaces. So they walk into the bus. They're going to go to the next location. And Tanya approaches Nene. She's like, can we just have a conversation real quick? I just want to talk. And Nene's just like, child. She was like, didn't we talk already? Like, we got to talk again? She was like, I am not in the mood for this. I got stuff going on in my life. And Tanya is still talking about it. The comment you made earlier about me and Paul. And, it just, you said you didn't care. And you're supposed to be my friend. And you spend the most time around us. And Nene's just looking at her like, well, I said I don't care about your situation. You interpreted it wrong. She likes the camera. She's like, girl, you got a college degree. You couldn't tell, you couldn't interpret what I was talking about. That's your fault, not mine. She's like, I got so much stuff going on. She was like, I don't care about your situation. She was like, you took it the wrong way. She was like, I'm really not trying to have this conversation. And basically Tanya just like, I just want to end the situation. You know, basically we're here for Eva. Can we turn up? Can we have a good time? And Tanya looks like she just wants to be Nene's friend and just have fun. And Nene is just like so dry. Yeah, I can try. Let's go. Let's try to turn up. It's just classic Nene. And she's talking about bringing Nene out. Nene is on life support. And Nene is just like when Nene is like really angry. I'm like, Tanya is not worth bringing Nene out. Like, Tanya don't want that smoke, and you don't have to bring it out for Tanya. So keep Nene locked away. It's not time for her to come out right now. And, you know, let's get on with the trip. So next week we're gonna have the conclusion of the Tokyo trip, and we're gonna see like the bachelorette portion of the party. They're gonna have strippers. They're gonna turn up, and we're gonna see also emotional side of Nene as she's talking about the situation with Greg. So yeah, this was another episode. I'm still missing my girl Kenya this season. Hopefully, I think she's gonna make an appearance at the end of the season for like one episode. So what do y'all think? Are y'all really feeling this season? Are you feeling the new girls? What's going on? Let me know. Drop down in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later with another video.